In the heart of a town that seemed to be perpetually tucked under a blanket of gray clouds lived a young girl named Luna. She wasn't like the other kids who chased after sunbeams on the rare days they appeared. Luna was fascinated by the opposite, by the deep, inky pools of darkness that clung to corners and danced under the street. She saw stories in them, shapes and figures that no one else seemed to notice. One afternoon, while tracing the outline of a long shadow cast by an old oak tree, something magical happened. As her finger moved, the shadow stretched and twisted, mimicking her every gesture. A gasp escaped her lips. She could command them. She could paint with shadows. This newfound gift became her most wonderful secret. Every evening, as dusk settled over the town, Luna would slip out to her backyard, which became her personal canvas. The wall of her house transformed into a swirling tapestry of shadow art. She learned to dip her fingers into the darkness as if it were paint, pulling and shaping it into whatever her imagination desired. She painted soaring birds that flew across the brickwork, great ships that sailed on seas of shade, and forests teeming with shadowy creatures. It was in one of these nightly sessions that she created her masterpiece, a playful, four-legged creature with floppy ears and a wagging tail. It hopped off the wall, a living, breathing piece of her art. She named him Umbra, and he became her constant, silent companion. Together, Luna and Umbra explored the quiet streets, their games of chase, a silent ballet of light and dark. Umbra could flatten himself to slip under doors or stretch tall to peek over fences. He was mischievous, loyal, and made entirely of Luna's joy and the town's abundant shadows. But then, something began to change. The usual overcast sky grew heavier, the shadows deeper and more aggressive. It was a new kind of darkness, a creeping gloom that didn't just hide from the light, it consumed it. Flowers in the town square began to wither. The cheerful murmur of the marketplace faded to a whisper, and a strange coldness settled in the air. The vibrant life of the town was being slowly erased. Luna watched as the oppressive darkness grew, swallowing the last vestiges of color and warmth. Even Umbra seemed to shiver, his form flickering as the hostile shadows pressed in. Fear pricked at her heart, but looking at her little shadow friend, a stronger feeling took hold. Determination. This was her town, and these were her shadows being twisted into something malevolent. She wouldn't let it happen. She knew what she had to do. With Umbra trotting faithfully at her heels, Luna raced toward the center of town, to the tall, silent clock tower that stood at its heart. This would be her largest canvas yet. She had to fight this encroaching night, and she would fight it with her art. Standing before the tower, Luna took a deep breath. She reached out, not just with her hands, but with her entire being, gathering all the shadows around her. She pulled them, molded them, and began to paint. Umbra darted around her, gathering stray wisps of darkness and bringing them to her like a helpful puppy. On the cold stone of the clock tower, a magnificent image began to take form. She wasn't painting birds or ships this time. She was painting a sun. Swirls of shadow formed brilliant, radiant sunbeams. She poured all her hope, all her memories of warmth and light into this creation. As she added the final touch, the shadow mural began to glow. It started as a faint pulse, but quickly grew into a powerful, luminous light that radiated from the clock tower. This light wasn't a normal light. It was a light born from darkness, a testament to the beauty that can be found even in the deepest shades. The oppressive gloom recoiled, hissing and dissolving as the mural's radiance washed over the town. The withering flowers lifted their heads, their colors returning in a vibrant rush. The sky began to clear, revealing a soft, gentle blue that the town hadn't seen in ages. Luna, exhausted but triumphant, slid to the ground, Umbra curling up beside her. The town was saved, not by chasing the darkness away, but by transforming it into something beautiful. From that day on, Luna was no longer just a girl who played with shadows. She was the girl who taught her town how to find light in them. Thank you for watching our story today. If you enjoyed Luna's journey, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more magical tales. See you next time.